Hello, everyone, and welcome to another, video reaction on Okay, Here is the Story. I am Dee Burns. I haven't posted the last few days. There's several reasons why. I'm not going to go into it, but I've been trying to kind of improve my channel. So, my big announcement is that you will now find Okay, Here is the Story over on Rumble. Rumble is another social video platform, whatever they call it. It's very, very, very similar to YouTube. So if you have an account over on Rumble, you can go over and see these videos there too. Okay. So that's the big announcement. so today I'm going to be reacting to a video, and it's titled Madea's advice or about family relationships or something like that. I don't know. But if you don't know who Madea is an older woman put on by Tyler Perry, who is so amazingly talented. And he has made millions and millions and millions of dollars off of Madea. Now, Madea has a special place in my heart because my Aunt Karen and my cousin Vicky, they came to my house one time. This is when we lived back in Iowa, and they had a Madea movie, and my Aunt Karen kind of introduced me to Madea, and ever since then I've been a huge fan. And my Aunt Karen has since passed, and so whenever I see Madea, I think of her and my cousin Vicky, and it's just a nice way for me to remember her, because I feel like she introduced me to Madea because she wanted me to listen to what Madea had to say about life. And I have. So we'll just get into this. We'll just get into it.
Madea,
Huh?
I was trying to celebrate my divorce.
That ain't the way to do it.
Madea, now, I know Vanessa wasn't the best girl.
She was the worst, absolute worst. You couldn't have got worse if you had prayed and said, God, send me worse. Bless me with worse, oh Father.
I thought I could change her, Madea.
You can't change people, son. I don't know what make folk think they can change somebody. You can't change nobody. That is a waste of time sitting around trying to change somebody.
I will say, this is a lesson that I learned. It took me forever to learn it, but I just feel like I always felt like if people loved me enough, they would change for me. And it took me years and years and years to learn people don't change. They don't change. They don't change. So quit trying to change them. Women out there, you will not change your man. The way he is today, he will be that way 10, 15, 20 years from now. They do not change. People just don't change. So that is a really good piece of advice for Madea right there. Okay.
You can't change nobody. That is a waste of time sitting around trying to change somebody. Maya Angelou said it best. She said,
If someone shows you who they are, believe them.
you know what that means? If it walk like a duck and quack like a duck, then guess what?
It's a duck.
Affleck.
What up, Madea?
Oh my God. Oh, I tell you, I love Madea so much. Okay, it's Affleck.
Guess what?
It's a duck.
Affleck.
What up, Madea? I didn't see any of this coming.
Don't sit there and tell that lie.
I didn't.
God always send you a sign. Don't sit there and tell that lie. That little voice in the back of your head that was telling you to pay attention, that was God's way of trying to get you to pay attention. And I would listen to that voice. I would stop what I'm doing. I remember I was asleep. It was 4:30 in the morning. That voice said, get up. I said, what's up? What's up? What's up? Man walked in the house. I said, where the hell you been? He said, working late. He worked at the bank.
So the man she was with came home late, 4:30 in the morning. She said, where the hell you been? He said, I had to work late. He works at a bank. Okay, banks are not open at 4:30 in the morning. Okay. Lord.
I said, where the hell you been? He said, working late. He worked at the bank. I said, you been at the bank till 4:30? No, he said, yeah, we had a night audit. I had to be there all night long. I said, that makes sense. I tried to go back to sleep. That voice wore me out. So I had to get up and ask some more questions. See, when something don't sit right with you, you're supposed to keep asking questions. And I'm so good, I would get to question number 387. 2 months later, jump back to question number 8 to see if I get the same answer I got back then.
Oh my God.
That's why I tell people, ain't no sense of you sitting there lying. Tell the truth. Because if you tell one lie, you got to tell 20 more to cover the one you told.
Yes. Okay. That is so true. And, you know, best friend and I, we've had multiple conversations about this. Because I won't lie. Because number one, I'll never remember the lie. I'll never remember it. And like she said, months later, I'll go back to question 8 and see if I can see. And I will never remember what is the answer that I gave whoever, you know. So I just don't lie. I just don't do it. And number two, you know, I have found that you shouldn't even lie about very, 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 very minor things. Because if you do and you're caught, that person's going to question everything that you've ever said to them, and they're not going to believe you. And so that's really, really good advice. Just don't lie. Don't lie. If I ask you a question, just give me the honest answer. And, you know, we both avoid a lot of stress and anxiety and not depression, disappointment. But anyway, okay, let's get back into it.
That's why I tell folks, don't sit there and tell a lie. That just make you, when you lie to people, that make them doubt everything you ever say from that point on, or everything you ever said.
Yes.
May as well just tell the truth. And if you ever want to know if a man is cheating, ask him to give you one thing. If he give it to you, he ain't cheating. Ask him for... Whew.
Oh,
I was getting ready to tell you, but I can't.
no. Oh.
I wanted to, but who I am is conflicting with this dress I got on.
Okay. You have to remember, this is Tyler Perry. He's dressed up as Madea. So who I am is conflicting with this dress. Oh, Lord. Okay. Oh, Lord. He's laughing.
No. Madea strong, but she can't fight this player. I'm sorry. Hell no. No, Tyler spoke up just then. Come on, bro. Come on. Too far. You're going too far. See, cause I'm telling you, when we be cheating,
Okay. See, these are problems that men have that women don't understand, because I'm assuming it has to do with his penis. I would assume that area. But, you know, women, we don't understand it. So, you know.
You stay in character. When a man be cheating,
Stay in character.
you can catch them because they get themselves away. Men just, I don't understand. Men just always get themselves away just by doing dumb stuff. But a woman, them things is slick. Personally, I think women cheat more than men. Oh, they done got quiet now.
No, I'm gonna call BS on that. I have never cheated on any guy I have ever been with, but I have been cheated on by every guy that I've been with, but I never cheated on them. So I'm gonna call BS on that one. I don't think that that's true. I think men cheat a lot more than women do.
Oh, they done got quiet now. And the reason they get away with it is because, you know, they never think, the men never think that they woman to cheat on them. But, that's a fool who think that.
Yeah.
Never underestimate your opponent.
Yes. Everybody cheats.
Them things is slick. I know a woman that was married for 38 years. She was so good she had an affair for 42 and he didn't know it. He died thinking he was the only one. But I found out the way to tell if a woman cheating. If you want to know if a woman is cheating, it's really simple. If you're the kind of man that don't do what you're supposed to do, you're always doing something wrong, and she walking around smiling,
Yeah. Yeah.
singing, it ain't 'cause she happy with Jesus alone. Jesus has some help putting that smile on her face. You hear me, Sonny? Pay attention to the voices. They'll lead you in the right direction.
I hear you, Madea. I just, what am I supposed to do now?
Get up and go on with your life.
Yeah.
It's all right to sit around, be depressed for a minute,
Yeah.
cry about it, do whatever you have to, but don't stay there too long. Get up and go on with your life. So you know what this is what I learned in all these years on this earth. If somebody want to walk out of your life, let them go.
Yes. Yes.
Especially
That was another lesson that I wish I would have learned that lesson when I was a lot younger. And I will say best friend has been the one, besides life experiences, best friend has been the one to teach me that. And to say, you know, they obviously don't want to be in your life. Why would you even try to have them in your life? And just let them go. Tell them, hit the road. You don't like it, hit the road. And I have gotten that way now that I'm older. But yeah, that's a good lesson.
them go. Especially if you know you done everything you can do, you done sat around and been the best man or the best woman you could be, and they still want to go, let them go. Whatever they're running after, they'll see what they had in a minute, but by then it's going to be too late.
Yeah.
Because you'll sit there and you'll go, because half these people you be sitting around crying about it, worry about 2-3 years from now, you ain't going to even remember their last name.
I know, that's true.
How many times you done seen folks somewhere, you be like, what the hell was I thinking? I done been there, I be like, what was wrong with me? What was I going through? I must have been lonely as hell to hook up with you. Let folks go, son. Some people come in your life for a lifetime, some come for a season. You got to know which is which. And you're going to always mess up when you mix them seasonal people up with lifetime expectations.
I've always said that. I've always said that people come into your life for a reason or a season. And, you know, the season people they're just there for that moment. The reason people are there for your lifetime. So, yeah, that's very true.
You can't, they got people that done got married with people they was only supposed to be with for a season.
Yeah.
They done got married to people they only supposed to be with for a season and wonder why they having so much hell in their life.
Yeah.
That was a person that was supposed to come and teach you one thing. You didn't know it, so you just fell in love. And now you wonder why you ain't got no peace, no way you go. No. Listen, I put everybody that come in my life in the category of a tree. Some people are like leaves on a tree. The wind blow, they over here. They unstable. Blow the other way, they over here. Ain't nothing. Season change, they wither and die. They gone. That's all right. That's some people. Most people in the world are like that. They just there to take from the tree. They ain't there to do nothing but take and give shade every now and then.
And I will tell you, because I've had a lot of these people in my life, they take. And you might part ways, and then we'll say like maybe 10 years down the road, 15 years down the road, you might reconnect. Just because time has gone by, it doesn't mean that they've changed. They will still take from you. They will still take. It's your decision if you give things to them. So.
That's all they can do. But don't get mad at people like that. That's who they are. They ain't gonna never be nothing. That's what they put on this earth to be, but be what they are, a leaf. Some people are like a branch on that tree. You gotta be careful with them branches too, because they'll fool you. They'll get there and make you think they're a good friend and they're real strong, but the minute you step out there on them, they'll break and leave you high and dry.
Yeah.
But if you find you 2 or 3 people in your life that's like the roots at the bottom of that tree, you are blessed, because that's them the kind of people that ain't going nowhere.
That's very true. And I am blessed. I have 3 roots in my life. My sons, Hunter and Wyatt, and best friend. You know, best friend and I have been friends for 7 years now, 7, 8 years. And he has always been there. And if I need anything, all I have to do is ask. And he will do what he can. I don't even have to ask sometimes. He just does things for me because he knows it's easier. It makes my life easier. But yeah, I'm very blessed. I have those 3 people.
The bottom of that tree, you are blessed, because that's them the kind of people that ain't going nowhere. They ain't worried about being seen. Don't nobody have to know that they know you. They ain't got to know what they doing for you. But if them roots wasn't there, that tree couldn't live.
Yep.
You understand? And they ain't got a tree can have 100 million branches, but only a few roots down at the bottom to make sure it get everything it needs. I'm telling you, son, when you get you some roots, hold on to them. But the rest of them, let it go. Just let it go. Let folks go.
Madea, it's not always that easy.
Ain't nobody said it was going to be easy, but it'll get easy when you learn how to love yourself. When you get to a point in your life where you look at people and you go, okay, wait a minute, you or me, you will make a decision. Because when you telling folks to do something, and I never throw nobody away. I've never in my life just thrown nobody away. Just say, look, don't bother me no more, don't talk to me. I've never done that. What I do is I tell you, say, look, this thing you doing right here, that's going to cause a problem. You need to fix that, because if we're going to be friends, we're going to be cool, you got to fix that. And if you don't, we're going to have an issue. If you see somebody fix it, or they even trying to fix it, that's somebody that care. Keep them people around. That's a leaf that's trying to grow up and be something else. You understand? Yeah. But if you tell somebody that what you're doing is hurting me and I need you to stop it, and they keep doing it, they don't care. Move on. Let them go. Exactly. No matter how much it hurt, let them go.
Yep.
And it'll get easier. I promise you, every day it'll get easier and easier and easier. But you just got to make it through. You hear me, sonny? And see, you got to learn how to be by yourself, son. People have to learn how to be alone. I don't understand all these people. Oh, I need somebody. Lord, where's my man? Lord, where's my woman? That is crazy as hell. If you don't know how to be by yourself, what you gonna do with somebody else?
This video is just so amazing. There's so many little pieces of brilliant advice in this video, and this is another one. I will just be honest with you. Part of the reason, there was a couple reasons why I stayed with my ex-husband, even though it was an abusive relationship. Number one was because of the kids. I had 2 boys, and I felt like they needed their father. And number 2, I was afraid to be alone. I didn't want to get a divorce and then not meet anybody else and not have anybody else in my life. But that's where I'm at now. I don't have anybody. And is it lonely? Yeah, there's days when I'm very lonely. But at the end of the day, I have learned to love myself and to entertain myself, do things I want to do. So yeah, I mean, it's a hard lesson, but you got to learn to love yourself. Because like he said, whatever, you cannot love anybody else if you don't love yourself. So.
That is crazy as hell. If you don't know how to be by yourself, what you gonna do with somebody else? Stop praying about it. Shut up and wait. Go work on you here. That's what that time is for, to get yourself together.
Yeah.
I'd rather be in a corner by myself with a puppy and a goldfish and be happy than to be sitting around with somebody in my house. I'm wondering what the hell they there for.
Yeah.
You would be surprised the things people put up with just to have somebody to say they love them. I don't understand. I can't live in dysfunction. I'm sorry. I done come through been through too much hell and high water to come there and let you come up in my adult life and when I'm supposed to be at peace and give me all kind of hell. Only 2 places on this earth you're going to have peace: the grave and your house. Now, if you can't walk up in your house and you ain't got no peace, something wrong. I'm sorry.
Again, another really good piece of advice. When I was married to my ex-husband, and the boys and I have talked about this a couple of times. You never, when you got home, you never knew what was going to be on the other side of that door. You didn't know if it was going to be a good night or a really, really bad night. And there were many times when I would just stand on the other side of the door and just take a deep breath and then walk through it. And that's all you can do. And yeah, that was too much. And yeah, if your home is not the place where you can be yourself and be safe, then you need to make changes.
Walk up in your house and you ain't got no peace. Something wrong. Something wrong. I'm sorry. People be rebuking Satan. I be rebuking Satan and beating the hell out of everything that's up in there till they get out. I'm sorry. You got to go. This is
Okay, that Madea. Oh my gosh. I love her so much. I love that character. And like I said, Tyler Perry is so talented. Oh my gosh, that guy is so amazing. But a couple of things that I want to reiterate. Listen to your gut. This is something I've always told my boys. I don't care if it's a decision of is this what they wanted me to get, or do I need to get this? Go with your gut on everything in life, whether it's minuscule or if it's major. Listen to your gut. Because like she said, there's somebody, whether you believe in God, Buddha, Muslim, whatever you believe in, your higher power is telling you what to do. And that is what you need to listen to. Excuse me. I got new earbuds because I noticed in my videos I'm doing this all the time because they don't fit my ears. And, and these ones are still popping out, so I don't know. But anyway, the last thing I want to point out is best friend has told me for years, nobody texts you unless they want something, even if it's just your time. Now, best friend and I, we text. Oh my gosh, we text all the time. Oh my gosh, we text all the time. And I text with the boys, Hunter and Wyatt. But I have received text messages just all of a sudden, out of the blue, somebody I haven't even talked to for years. And that always pops into my head. What do they want? And I will tell you, as of right now, 100% of the time, they want something. Even if it's just my time. And your time is the most precious thing that you have because it is something you can never get back. And, it belongs to you. And, I mean, it's so true. Nobody texts you or calls you unless they want something. Just try it. Try it. And I'm not talking about the people that you text every single day, 100 times a day. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about people just out of the blue that you haven't heard from in months, and now all of a sudden they text you. They want something, even if it's just your time. Okay, and to close out the show today, I want to tell you a little story about Macy Gray. And this ties in with the video of Let Them Go. So I'm kind of known as the house on the corner that gives out dog treats. Every morning I have a gal who lives down the street. She's got 3 dogs, Izzy, Shadow, and Becca. Now, Becca and I are animal spirits. Becca does her own thing. She's older. She's the oldest dog out of the 3. She does what she wants to do when she wants to do it, and you just let her. Okay? So every morning, best friend bought me a big bag of bacon strips, and every morning I give them a treat. And this is Macy Gray. Macy Gray, her owners would walk her by the house. Oh, I'd say maybe twice a week, if that. Um, but I would give her treats when she came back. So last Friday, I was sitting out on the front porch, and here they came, and I was like, "Oh my gosh, Macy Gray, how are you?" Blah blah blah, that whole thing. And then I'm looking at her owner, and I am like, "Can she have a TREAT?" And she goes, "Oh yeah, yeah." So it was Friday, and on Fridays I always give them two bacon strips. So I gave her two, and she was eating them. And then her owner said to me, "I've got some really bad news." I was like, "Okay, what's going on?" She says, "Tomorrow, being Saturday, we're having her put down." I said, "You're kidding." And she said, "No, she's got a tumor on her spine, and it's not only pushing on her spine, but it's pushing on her other internal organs." And not this last weekend, but the weekend before, they had taken her to the vet, and the vet, told them that she had a tumor, and he told her, the vet told them that she was suffering. So they said, "Okay, give us a week with her, and then we'll have her put down." And the vet said that's fine. A week's fine. So they had spent that whole week doing hospice with Macy Gray. Here's another picture of her. She got whatever she wanted that week. Apparently, she had eaten some chicken. She had eaten some steak. And being a true Wisconsin dog, she ate brats and she ate hamburger. But whatever they made for supper, she got to eat. And she got to walk where she wanted to walk. She got to do whatever she wanted to do. And I just think that is so neat that they did that. The last week of her life, they let her do whatever she wanted to do. Now, I will say I gave her two treats. And of course, after the owner told me this, I gave her two more. So she had a total of 4 treats. Now, she wanted the whole bag. But I said, "Macy Gray, I don't want to give you the whole bag because then you spend your last day with diarrhea." And I don't want to do that to you. So, yeah. So coming across this video of Let Them Go was perfect timing for me, with Macy Gray, and just letting her go and knowing that she chose that morning, because her owners, when they come out of their house, they always head east towards the lake for their walk. And we live west of their house. And, once in a while they would come this way because we would, see her. But she's told me, she said, "This morning we got up and we went outside and we were like, okay, where you want to go for your walk?" And she went straight to your house. I said, "Really?" She goes, "Yeah, she knew. She knew that if you were out here, she wanted to see you to say goodbye." And I will tell you, Macy Gray got all up in my face. She was looking at my face and she was all nuzzling against me and everything. And I was giving her hugs, and she did know. She knew. And, again, this is Macy Gray, and I love you, Macy Gray. And you touched my life in a way that, I'll never forget you. And thank you for doing that for me. So, okay, that's our show for today. I hope you enjoyed it. Everybody, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to my channel. Don't forget to click on the little bell so you get notified when I upload new videos. And I hope everybody has a great rest of the day.